Okay, the question is asked, how can a 3-foot wave block a giant ship from a 6-foot tall man? So here I have a bunch of pencils on the floor. They're going all the way across the room. You'll see them a little better as they go down. And you see the space between them is equal. But as they go down, the spaces get compressed. As we go all the way down, we see basically from here to the bottom of the screen is about the same as all of the other 30 spaces, however many there are, right? They're all getting compressed. Now, if I got another pencil and put it on top of, let's say, the 5th pencil from the end, it would block all of the other pencils. Here we have a 6-foot tall guy. We have a 3-foot wave, and this is his line of sight over the wave to where he can see the water. And there's a small gap in between the wave and where he can see the water. Now, we live on a flat earth. A 6-foot tall man looking down at the water is looking down 6 feet. If he looks down at the water here, he's looking down 6 feet. Out here, it's still 6 feet below his eyes. But the angle changes. So let's watch what happens. We move that wave out and look at the gap between where he can see the water and where the wave is. It gets longer and longer. Look how wide it is now. And it's really wide. He's still looking down. Now, this was an orthographic view. Nobody sees sideways, but this is what's going on. But this is how we really see. And again, here's an orthographic view again. So we got our boat right here. We got our guy right here. We got our wave. He's blocking the bottom of the boat, but he could kind of look over the wave a little bit. And if we put the ship out here, he can still see the whole ship down to the water line. Farther out, he can still see it. He can still see it. He can still see it. Makes perfect sense. So now I move the wave way out here. Now, even though it's smaller, it's still 3 feet above the flat water. And let's take a look. So here's our perspective grid. It gets this amount of information. Let's say this is 1 mile, right? 1 mile. That's a mile. That's a mile. That's a mile. Those miles are getting compressed more and more and more. If I zoom in, each one of these is a mile, and it's getting compressed until they're literally on top of each other. So when a ship is out here, so let's say it takes 10 minutes, 15 minutes to go a mile, right? 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15. Each one of those is 15 minutes. So when it's out this far from your point of view, it's not going to move very far in your visual space. It's still going a mile, a mile, a mile, and a mile, but it's staying relatively in the same area. It's just going to get smaller and smaller. This is his line of sight. He can't see the water until over here. So the ship will just shrink and get smaller and smaller. And because all of that distance is compressed into this small space, the boat's just going to get smaller and smaller and smaller, and it's not really going to move farther in your visual space. It's just going to disappear. The entire boat can disappear behind this small wave. On top of that, there's a marine layer. The lower you are to the water, the thicker the air column is. And on certain days, most days, that air column, those few feet above the water, will become opaque over distance, and boats will literally disappear behind that, along with miraging. It's never just one thing, but this is how a 3-foot wave can block a cruise ship. Hey everybody, Dave here. I got an announcement and a request. Thank you for everybody that supported me and all of the other amazing content creators out there. I really appreciate it. Got some new updates coming on the app. One of them is that the app is going to be available on the Macintosh computer with a Mac version. You'll be able to log in from one device to the other, whether you have Android, Apple, doesn't matter. But if you have a Mac, you could have it on your Mac, and you could change your login back and forth as needed. Some of the new features we have, one of the new features is we have a featured content creators. There's other content creators on other platforms other than YouTube, TikTok, no matter where they are. If I can find them, I put them here, the little star button. It'll be on all versions of the app. And up comes the list of pages, and each page has a featured video. So in the featured section, we're featuring Let's Get Triggered this week. Awesome channel. If you're looking for new content, come here, check these out. Just getting started, putting people together. Another thing is, most of these pages will have pop-ups if there's something new. So in the shopping section, oh look, Dave's got a new shirt. How about that? So anything, if there's a new supplier, somebody that's got some cool product, a pop-up will just alert you, hey, there's something new on this page, which I think is pretty cool. Also in the book section, same thing, or even just a new section on this page. The book section, speaking of books, the book section has now been divided up into categories. So these are all the books. We have featured, old world, novels, biblical, kids books. So whatever you're looking for, more land, you can categorize them and find stuff a little quicker, a little easier. So that's a nice little upgrade. The Friend Finder is approaching 133,000, of course, 133. And for those of you that have shared the app, thank you. For those of you that don't know, this is your referral button. It'll look different if you're not already giving referrals. It'll be orange or blue. If you go here, just click the pencil, edit your random number that it gives you, and make it anything, 1 character to 7 characters, something that you remember. That way, when you're talking to people and say, hey, check out this app, check out this, flat earth proof, whatever you're sharing with them. Most people say, where did you get the app? The easiest way to do it is to go to the images section and just click the first image right here, and it's a QR code. Everybody likes scanning QR codes. Speaking of getting the app, sharing the app, thank you for all the people that are sharing the apps. Thank you for all of you leaders on the leaderboard. Amazing. But for those of you that have not subscribed, that have the app, that enjoy my work, that watch my videos, that use the app all the time, please subscribe, because the $3 that you paid for the app actually cost me more than that over time. So the app, the subscription is $11 a year. It unlocks everything in the app. All future features will be included in that $11. Also, Apple and Android will warn you a week or two before it's renewing, telling you, hey, are you sure you want to renew this? That way you won't forget about it. It's only $11 a year. It's a crappy margarita. So if you can support, open up your app right now. If you see a lock anywhere on there, anything's locked, hit it, hit subscribe, and you're done. You're supporting me, you're supporting the app, and it's helping me do more of what I do and reach more people. If you want to support in another way, I highly recommend you guys support Jaron. The guy works his butt off. He puts out such great content. Without him, I wouldn't know half the stuff that I know now and be able to do these interviews and everything. He has a new Telegram group. It's $15 a month. Skip a lunch. Skip a drink if you drink, right? Once a month, and join the Telegram group. It's awesome. We have a once a month or twice a month. He's going to do a hangout. I was in the first one he did. It was kind of fun. And whether you use it or not, support him. If you like his videos, support him. $15 a month. You won't even notice a difference. And if he can get to the point where he has enough to cover his modest bills, he can do this full time. 2024 is the year of Flat Earth. Flat Earthers are taking over. Find people near yourself with the Friend Finder. Use the app. Support me by supporting yourself by using the app. Subscribe. Find people near you. Join up. When you meet somebody in real life that's a Flat Earther that's near you, you're 10 times, 100 times more powerful as spreading the word. Your courage goes up. Your confidence goes up. And ideas come out of nowhere. So I highly recommend meeting people in real life. Support Jaron. Join that Telegram group before it fills up. And I don't know if it can fill up, but I'm sure there's a limit somewhere. But join that group and help him and help me reach the whole world. That's the goal. 2024 is the year that Flat Earth is taking over. Flat Earthers rule, Globers drool. Does that make sense? Well, either way, enjoy and thank you. Open up your app, support, subscribe, and help me do this full time. Help me take this to the next level. We're going to make the app open source. We're going to make it available on PC. We're going to make it everywhere, but I need subscribers. $11 a year. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Please share this video.